it's the biggest events, and he won it. He's going to go down in history as a major championship winner. That just puts you automatically into another category. These are the biggest events with the most pressure, the best fields, on the most difficult golf courses. And on top of that, I mean, hell, he hit one of the greatest shots you've ever seen on 18 to finish it off. So that's what we all look forward to, is having these opportunities, and he capitalized on it when he had it. I mean, he beat Chad, and Chad was playing great that day and that week, and he just took it right to him. You know, whatever he decides, he decides. And if he decides to play golf, so be it. If he decides to play another sport or not play any sports, as long as he's happy and he enjoys his life, and you know, I'm there to support and guide him in his life. And that's what it's all about. I was in a different situation with my dad. People think that he pushed me into golf, and it was the exact opposite. He was trying to get me not to play it. You know, go play baseball. Okay, I go play baseball. I pitched, and I can't wait to get out of this. I can go play golf. You know, and I'd run track and cross country, and I'd run home fast so I could get to the golf course. You know, these type of things. I fell in love with golf at a very early age, and it was just my deal. But I think the reason why I fell in love with it is because my dad kept it so much fun. He kept it fun and light, and I just enjoyed being out there. And that's what I want to do with Sam or Charlie. If they play golf, no lessons, we're just going to go out there and just have fun, hit it around, laugh and needle each other. And he's only 4 years old, but he still gives me a little bit of grief, which is good stuff. No, it's the exact same setup. I played. I even played the Open Championship with the same setup. I didn't use a 2-iron over there. I used the 5-wood. I just thought that even there, the fairways were actually too fast. I couldn't stop the 2-iron. It was actually going too far. So the 5-wood was a little bit softer. And I used the same setup at Firestone. The same setup here.
Tiger, over to the left on mic 3, please.
Hey, Tiger. You know what? Sorry, Dave. I did put in some fresh wedges at Firestone, so that's it. Yeah, there's a few holes in which you're looking at making birdies on that back nine, especially. 11's a short hole, 14's a short hole, even 13. You're going to have a wedge in there. So there's a few opportunities where you're going to have wedges in your hands, and you're going to try and make birdies. But the penalty for going and being a little bit too aggressive is harsh. It's very severe. So 14 is drivable. I couldn't get there today because it was 300. Wind was kicking up. It was into me. I can't hit it 300 yards into the wind in the air. So I laid out. And the finishing holes was 17, 18 are tough holes. Now today I hit driver right down the middle of the fairway on 17, ended up in the rough, because obviously it's a little bit downwind, gets over that crest, and it's out of here. So I hit 3-wood down there and hit a 5-iron on the green. In 18 I hit 3-wood and a 7-iron on there. Absolutely, absolutely. There's quite a few subtleties, and Strix and I were talking about that yesterday. You know, as we were hitting putts, these little ridges and little waves in the greens, and a little bit of grain here and there. I mean, they are tough. They are tricky to read. And I'm sure I'll be calling on Joey on a few putts here and there. A lot of putts that we were putting to the holes, what we thought were the hole location areas. A lot of longer putts had double breaks in them. So it's going to be important to hit a lot of greens and give yourself opportunities, because these are a little bit tricky to read. There's no doubt. No.
And would it not be, without a major, still a great year?
Yeah. It kind of seems that way. been probably the longest spell that I've had since I hadn't won a major championship. You know, I came out here very early and won my first one back in '97. So I've had certainly my share of chances to win. You know, I've had my opportunities there on the back nine on those, probably half of those Sundays for the last 5 years where I've had a chance, and just haven't won it. But key is to keep giving myself chances. You know, eventually I'll start getting them. Absolutely. This is a very difficult golf course. But I think what Kerry does and his staff, and obviously what Craigie's done with maintenance of the golf course, I think that it's always been fair. It's just tough. The rough is up, fairways are perfect, greens are getting up to speed now. It's just a very difficult golf course. I mean, you have to hit the ball well here. And we look at the guys who have won here, and they're all really good ball strikers. It just puts a premium on hitting the ball in the fairway, hitting the ball in the greens, because there are a whole lot of opportunities out there to make birdie, but there's certainly a lot of opportunities to go the other way. Well, the fence almost came down, so they almost knocked the fence down, and it gets dangerous. You know, we had a little girl get crushed today, and she was just on the ground crying. I mean, there are people getting so aggressive for autographs, and security's trying to be aggressive to protect the little kids up front. And you try and sign, but sometimes the adults start running over the little kids up front, and especially on a fence like that, on a hard fence, it can get dangerous sometimes. And that was one of those situations where, yeah, it almost fell. Made the perfect choice. I mean, there wasn't any. The birth of your first child, or any child, for that matter, that takes precedent over anything you do. That's the most beautiful day that you could possibly have in your life, is to be there to witness the birth of your child. Yeah, the greens, obviously very different. It's a little bit skinnier now, a little bit more severe on the left. There's a ridge on the left that goes left to right, and obviously there's a fall off a little bit deeper into the green. As far as the fans picking, I think that's fantastic. You know, I was asked this question last week, and I would say, you know what, I think it would have been probably better if we would have got it picked every day, and get more fan participation that way. I think it would have been a little bit more exciting for everyone if that was the case. But you know, one day is still good, and it's going to be on Sunday.